Mia, and I'll be doing your reading today. So I had already done a reading for you, and after I finished the video, I was like, I want to redo it. I'm not sure what's calling me to redo it, but I kind of already got a feel for your energy. So with the last reading, the song that came on, I wear my headphones so that I can channel music messages as well. The song that came on was "Own It, Own It, Own It, It's Yours." So I feel like that's a message from your guides and your ancestors to stand in your power, stand in your power and own your confidence. So I just put the cards back, but the Five of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like there was this period in which you were sad over something, like you were looking down on something, and there was a period where you were looking down on something and you were standing stagnant is what I'm hearing. Like just a complete lack of confidence, lack of optimism for your future. You know, the Chariot here, the Chariot tells you to go with the flow of life. I feel like you were denying going with the flow of life, basically. So I'm seeing someone here who took a leap of faith. I feel like that leap of faith was you walking away from this thing that no longer served you, from this King of Wands here. And with that, you gain some stability. You started to gain self-love. And I'm seeing here with the Two of Cups that Exchange is on by Bryson Tiller. Just give me all of you in exchange for me. So with that, I'm feeling like you met someone who piqued your interest. But with this Five of Cups here, it feels like they may have left you out in the cold. Let me go ahead and get into this reading. The last reading was a bunch of, like, I feel like it was your past energy. It was telling me a lot about how you were in this commitment with this person. It may have been like a serious commitment because I saw some keys at the bottom. So you may have lived with this person, and this person ultimately ended up hurting you, and you made the decision to walk away for the betterment of yourself. You made this decision to sit on your throne and become this Queen of Wands. So I'm really proud of you. But one thing that I'm hearing that you may still have a problem with is trying to go with the flow of life. Okay, so Spirit, give me some directional guidance for Amia, please. Amia. Hey girl. Give me some directional guidance for Amia, please. Give me directional guidance for Amia, please. This is over, girl. You got the levers on this side. This is done. This is done and over with. You are not going to go through this anymore. This next person that you're with, no more. Give me some directional guidance for Amia, please. I hate shuffling. I literally suck at shuffling. It was one of my biggest setbacks learning. Give me some directional guidance for Amia, please. Because I could just never do the bridge. It really hurt my feelings. Let's do this one more time. One more again. Y'all better link too. Say my name, say my name. So yeah, I feel like you went through a situation where someone was just disrespectful to you. Because Love in This Club came on the last song. Girl, when I heard that song, I was like, oh, hell no. Because she said, I got a man, you got a lady. I was like, I know dang well nobody ain't do Amia like that. But with Say My Name coming on now, yeah, you definitely went through this period where this person just did not took your worth for granted. And I'm so sorry you went through that. Let's go ahead and get this directional guidance. So what is it that Amia is doing right on her journey? Walking away from illusion. You took off that veil. You're using your intuition. You used your intuition and you walked away from this illusion that was holding you back. You walked away from this illusion that was keeping you stuck. That was keeping you. The last reading, I heard a lot about you being stuck in your comfort zone. So whatever this illusion was, whatever this person was feeding you, whatever words or lies that were feeding you, you finally got out of that energy. And I'm so happy for you. So go ahead and tell me some things that Amia could change to help her better progress on her journey. Tell me some things that Amia could change to help her better progress on her journey. What are some things that Amia could change to help her progress on her journey? What are some things that Amia can change to help her progress on her journey? What are some things that Amia can change to help her progress on her journey? What are some things that Amia could change to help her progress on her journey? Okay, so you may have some creative ideas here. Someone has... I'm seeing the Knight of Wands here. So with this card, I'm feeling that you may have a lot of passion that you are wanting to put into. I feel like you have something that you started working on. There's an idea. There's something that's transformative that you started working on, and that you may now be putting a lot of passion behind this, or you need to. Since this is what you can change, you need to start putting passion behind this idea that you have. It may be a business venture, or it's something that I'm hearing that it may be something that, like a hobby, something that may have to do with nature, maybe gardening or something like that. I'm hearing that it's time to go ahead and put the action into work. The Five of Cups also came out. So with this, I'm hearing that you may be looking back on your past a little bit. You may be looking back on everything that you went through, and it's hard for you. It makes you question your worth. With this Queen of Wands being in reverse, it's making you question your worth. It's making you question your confidence in yourself. You know, it's making you not see all of these other blessings and opportunities that you are getting in your life. Opportunities that could be really good for you, because I'm seeing this Two of Cups here. So there may be a person here. There could... Okay. Here's a narrative I'm getting. So you may be in this energy of not knowing, you're feeling kind of unworthy of this here. You may have gotten... There may be someone who is very passionate about you. If they haven't made this known to you yet, there's someone who is very passionate about you. But I'm seeing here that right now you're in this stage of, you're taking time to yourself, you're doing personal meditation, you're looking back inward, and you're not too worried about any of these options that you may have coming to you with the wheels of the universe spinning. But I'm seeing here that since these were put in the position of what you could change, I'm seeing here that it's time for you to start looking at those options. Within those options, I'm seeing this person that wants to work with you. A partnership. Whether it be, I just saw 22 too. A partnership, whether it be a romantic partnership or a business partnership. There's a lot of passion behind this. I'm seeing it might be a business partnership. There's a lot of a business partnership, or like a hobby. You might have a hobby that you want to turn into something rooted into reality. It's something that can bring you financial stability. Something something that can bring you stability and help you basically just enjoy life, make money, be happy. I'm seeing that it's time for you to go towards this thing. It's time for you plan. It's time for you to let the universe do its thing and start taking action to root this idea into reality. You've went through this stage of healing and finding yourself. I'm seeing you need to work a little bit more on self-love. But all in all, there are some opportunities that are being presented here to you. Whether this partnership is a relationship or a business partnership, it's time for you to channel the passion that you have for it and go ahead and start making your moves. Go ahead and sit on your throne so that the universe can work at your highest potential. Okay? I just saw 1111 too. I feel like part of it is a business partnership, part of it is a romantic partnership, but whichever one it is, come on, little high priestess, you already using your intuition good. So just go ahead and put the drive behind the wheel. So, Spirit, what's your advice for Amia? 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 I'm hearing, what did I just hear? What was it? What was it? What was it? Oh my gosh, I lost it. The Justice card flew out. Give yourself closure. You have to find closure for yourself. What's your advice for Amia? Okay. What's your advice for Amia? 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 Free yourself. Free yourself from the pain of this situation. It's the first thing that I heard. Let me go ahead and see what kind of cards we have out here. I'm seeing that you may have been afraid to walk away from your comfort zone. Okay. I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles here. So I'm seeing that you may have found your balance with this Temperance card coming out. After this heartbreak, after this third-party situation, you made the decision to walk away. Okay? So I'm seeing that you finally realized that you had the world in the palm of your hands. You know, this came out in reverse, so I'm seeing there's some self-love that needs to be out. There is some self-love that you need to go ahead and find here. Bring yourself justice. Bring yourself that balance. I'm seeing you have found, maybe you have found like good stability in your finances, but you lack self-love. Not lack, but like you need to do a little bit more on self-love. I see that you keep thinking back to this. Earlier when we were, where were we? Oh, with Five of Cups, I see you keep thinking back to this heartbreak, and it's time for you to free yourself. It's time for you to go ahead and shift your train of thought so that you can bring yourself justice, balance, and with these things, you will receive closure. I feel like once you started to come up, once you started to heal yourself, I feel like you had to fight some battles. Like fight off the opinions of other people, or like fight off the words of other people. There was something that caused you to have a lot. You feel like you have to defend yourself. You have to defend your name against a person. You will be brought justice. Balance will be returned to you. Focus on showing your self-love. Focus on showing respect to your finances. Focus on that self-love, girl. Any more messages for Amia before we close? 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 Oh, another thing. I was coughing so much before I did your reading, so that just kind of tells me that you weren't speaking up for yourself. You weren't standing up for yourself. You weren't standing up for your worth. You weren't standing in your truth. So what just came out was the Hangman and the Lovers. So I'm seeing like you're in this period waiting for the love of your life to show up. And I just heard, it's coming, girl. Just go ahead and keep on focusing on the self-love and channel this Empress energy. The balance of the scales are balanced, baby. I got Justice here and Temperance. Both of the cards that represent, you know, she has the balance of scales in her hands. And this card represents balance between as above is below. So I'm seeing that you're being brought balance here. I'm just seeing that you need to focus a little bit more on self-love. And that's it. I'm sending you so much love and positive energy, and I hope that this helps and resonates. Love you.